everybody. Welcome back to the Talkoffame podcast. I'm Kylie Montigney, and today I'm super excited to welcome Anthony Gonzalez. Anthony is known as the King of Pinstripes because he's a diehard New York Yankees fan and content creator. He's also the co-host of Pinstripes Uncensored Pinstripes for the Yankees Uncensored, for anything from Yankees to MLB rumors, free agency, to etc. To anything off script. Welcome to the show, Anthony. I'm so excited to have you, and we finally got this to work out.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for everything. So excited to be here.
First question. You're a diehard Yankees fan. Where did that start?
Where did I start? Passed passed down pretty much from generation. It was like my grandfather passed it down to my dad. My dad passed it down to me when I was born. He took me to games when I was like a little baby, and pretty much like I always tell everyone, I used to fall asleep on his lap. That's how little I was during the time. And ever since, it's just Yankees just run pretty much through our veins, blood, sweat, and tears, everything Yankees since my grandfather, my dad, and myself.
Oh gosh, it's always running down generations for some reason. Like growing up, I grew up a Phillies fan. I'm from Pennsylvania, like in the Scramble Bay area, so like 2 hours outside of Philly, and my family's diehard Phillies fans. And go from grandparents, my dad, my uncle, this goes down. And it's super weird because I grew up a Phillies fan since I'm from Pennsylvania, but I'm a Dodgers fan. So.
The Dodgers
It's kind
fan?
of like a divided house because it's like I love the Phillies, but I'm a diehard Dodgers fan now. So it's like weird to say.
Do you think I could work some magic to make you a Yankee fan? Or
Probably not.
that's
I mean,
pushing
if
it?
Alex Verdugo signs back, then possibly. Like the only reason I
Okay.
liked the Yankees like a while ago was because Alex Verdugo was on the team, and Verdugo is one of my favorite players. So that made me watch the games, but I don't think that's gonna happen though. And do you also hate the Dodgers, like just because you're a Yankee fan?
Uh, do I hate the Dodgers? That's the thing. I did a little when they started spending all the money. Then they got Otani and all these players. I did hate them for a while. They beat us in the World Series. I did hate them, but now my mood changed. I'm very, I wouldn't say jealous. It's more towards, man, you guys are amazing. The front office, the ownership, like that's what we used to be.
Yeah,
And
they
see,
when they won like the World Series for the Yankees, the World Series like a few years ago with Derek Cheater and all those guys, like that was a prime.
it was. And I felt like the Dodgers took it one like step ahead when it comes to spending. But now I'm like super, like I said, it's not like jealousy. It's more towards I like I told people I wish I could go to LA just to shake the hands of ownership, GM, everyone in the front office because they don't care what they do. They don't care what the fans from other teams say, what MLB pretty much feels about them. They just care about themselves, winning championships. And I feel like that's how you have to do it.
I know, and I
And
know like a lot of fans say Dodgers are ruining baseball. That's because they're signing Otani, Kyle Tucker, and all of these guys. Kershaw just retired, which
mhm.
is, for me, I don't know about other Dodger fans, but I was devastated. And I know for people, they're like, okay, like they have the salary cap where they're like giving all these players like Otani, Kyle Tucker, Kike Hernandez, like so much money where I think they have like the highest salary cap in baseball, I believe.
Yeah, and like for me, they're not ruining baseball. It's everyone is just one step slower than the Dodgers when it comes
And I
to
know for the Yankees, like I feel like they signed people during the offseason, but I feel like it was kind of slow.
it
Like for me
was
personally.
so it was a little slow and they're also not really being truly the Yankees. They're like more in the middle, and that's the thing that has a lot of fans frustrated, um, very confused. Like, I get it. You don't want to like spend like the Dodgers. Okay, fine. But we're the New York Yankees and we always have to continue showing who we are. I feel
Mhm,
like we're more letting other teams do what they have to do. So it's very frustrating.
mhm,
Hopefully it changes, but I have no hate towards the Dodgers anymore. I
I
give them
feel
a
like
lot of
for me, it's like I feel like I have a love-hate relationship with the Yankees. Like one moment I like them, then one moment I don't. But it's like as a Dodger fan, like I feel like with the Mets, Giants, or whatever Yankees, you're just it depends on what type of fan you are, to be honest. For me, it's like as a diehard fan, like part of me hates the Yankees, but part of me likes them.
I think right now there's nothing to hate about us.
I know, yeah, and
When it comes to like fan bases, nothing to hate on us.
I know.
Trust me
If
on
like
that.
personally, my opinion, I think you guys want have like one of the most best fans in baseball, in my opinion. I don't know about anyone else, but I think you guys have one of the best fans in the world.
Thank you. We're crazy. I feel like we're just a big crazy family.
Hmm.
Yankee universe. A lot of people they know each other, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah, and I feel like that's for the Phillies too. As someone who went to Phillies fans a lot growing up and still do, just as a Dodger fan, when I go to games at Philly Stadium as a Dodger fan, it's rough. Like it's bad. Like because every year I go to Philly to watch the Dodgers play since they play together every year, and in Philly, and I remember like going to the game with my father. He was in Phillies jerseys. I was wearing a Dodgers jersey. I was one of the few fans there, and I was literally wearing an Utley jersey, like Phillies old player. And I was like, okay, this is gonna be out the hook. I'm wearing an Utley jersey. They might like me, like I'm wearing an Utley jersey. Okay, might gain some respect. No, I did not. So
Yeah.
that game, I remember the Dodgers lost. Like I forget what the score was, but as we were walking out, I was a wreck. I was like, F this, F that. Like, he did horrible. Like, what's happening to me? And but as we was walking out, people were sticking the middle fingers at me like they saw my jersey. I'm just like, oh my God. But
Yeah.
Phillies fans are dedicated. Like, I think like their fans and the Eagles fans are just nuts, like in a good way.
Yeah. Like I'm way different than other fans. Other
Mhm.
fans, they might hate other fans, right? For me, I show love and appreciation to everyone because that's how you supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
You supposed to have like this passion, this love, and giving it your all, right? All I care about is about my team, right?
Hmm.
I know a lot of these fan bases, they worry about what other teams are doing, what other fan bases are doing, right? Oh, maybe I hate you. No, I hate you. For me, all I care is about what my team is doing. I don't worry about nobody else. I just, like I said, just continuing watching my team and caring about my team and the fan base itself, nobody else.
Exactly. And that's the most like I feel the exact same way because if you are just hitting on million teams for signing players, I mean, I get that completely. But see, sometimes I act that like, okay, I hate this team because they signed so and so, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like as long as you're supporting your team and the players or whatever, that's the most important thing in my opinion.
Oh yeah, that's the number one.
And to go back, as the Yankees in spring training is going on right now, what is your hot take on the current roster? And do you think the Yankees have a take on the winning the World Series this year?
Hot take. I feel like Garrett Cole. I saw him in spring training. He's coming back from his Tommy John surgery.
Mhm.
He was throwing about 96, 97 already. So hot take, Garrett Cole is gonna come back being who he is and
Hmm.
probably even better.
I was
It,
just
it
gonna say that, yeah.
it depends on when he comes back, but I have a feeling he might win the Cy Young if he comes back during the window of him pitching enough to actually be mentioned in the Cy Young category.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna take on a comeback, to be honest. Like maybe sometime like before All-Star games and all that.
Yeah, they and I feel when it comes to about like the winning the World Series, obviously they think that way. For me, I'm in a wait and see mode right now.
Just because it's
I'm
like early to tell with spring training.
it's early, but the whole thing is I felt like they didn't do enough, right? I'm like
Hmm.
right in the middle. I'm always gonna believe that's my team, right?
Yeah.
But I also have this other side, like, yeah, I don't think you did that well. Because there's a lot of teams that got him better in the division, including like number one is Toronto. They
Mm-hmm.
made it to the World Series, almost won the World Series, and
Like
they
this
got in.
by a few runs. As a Dodger fan, in the last games 6 and 7, I was close to having a heart attack and going to the hospital. I swear to God, I literally, if I ever had a heart attack in my life, those 2 games were almost giving me it. I swear to God.
It's crazy for me to say this, but that's the best World Series I've ever saw in my whole
I
entire
I
life.
second that in a good way.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like, yes, we Yankees won the World Series. Of course, that's my favorite. But honestly, the battle between Toronto and Dodgers, I wish it kept going to an 8, 9, 10 game series,
Oh,
maybe
me
12
too.
series.
And I feel like even if I wasn't a Dodger fan, it's still one, I think, the best World Series in years, in my
Yeah,
opinion. And I think this is my opinion. If Kike Hernandez didn't make that play to second, caught that ball and threw the second to get that out in game 6, I think we would have lost. I swear.
it was the greatest. That's all
You
I
know,
have to
it's like
say.
you should. I was literally screaming because Kike is my favorite player for the Dodgers,
Oh yeah,
and the voice that came out of my mouth, I think the
yeah.
whole neighborhood could hear me. I swear.
If big if, of course, I want my Yankees to make it to the World Series, and like I said, I'm in between. But if they don't, I'm gonna be sad, angry, might cry, right? But I would love to see a rematch between the Dodgers and Toronto if the Yankees don't make it to the World Series. I would love
Me
that
too,
rematch.
or Dodgers and Yankees. I was kind of hoping that last year too was the same rematch.
No, yes, I do want that, but just saying, if we don't make it, give me that rematch one more time.
Oh yeah,
I
either
need it.
or would be nice. Either or.
Oh yeah.
So, the goal understanding, it seems like for me, he's always hurt, don't you think?
Uh, yes and no. I feel like yes because he always might start off hurt or get hurt at a certain time, but I feel like once we need him, he's there at the right moment. But
Hmm.
I'm always gonna love Stanton. I'm always gonna have appreciation for him. I feel like everything he's been through with the organization, especially the GM, probably not believing in him, talking bad about him, waiting for him to get hurt already. I
Hmm.
feel like everything he's been through, including the fans booing him plenty of times, I have so much love and appreciation for him. It's
Yeah,
tough.
me too. But I feel like every season from the last few years, as much as I like Stanton and have so much respect for him, it seems like every season he's hurt with something.
I think he's gonna, in my opinion, I feel like he's gonna pretty much play a lot this season.
I
I,
think
I,
so too. I think like with being hurt so much, like he's probably like F this. I want to play.
I saw him when I was in spring training. He looked amazing. He, as always, very, very happy, very team player, just he looked like he came into which he always does, but I don't know. I feel like it's just something different that he just looks like he's just ready to go. He's gonna stay ready and he's not gonna get hurt. Knock on wood, as I say that.
Oh, I know. He sometimes look good, but then
Yeah,
start the
yeah, yeah.
season, they're like, yeah, I broke something. And I'm gonna be out for like 6 weeks.
But he's ready to go. I'm super excited.
Yeah, like I'm sure he'll be in like opening day, I believe.
No, yeah, for sure.
So, your nickname, the King of Pinstripes. That's what many
Yeah.
people known you as. Where did that nickname come from?
So it started in 2014, just a little. So someone that I know, like they always like see me in Yankee games and always dress in Yankee gear, almost 24/7. He was like, "You're like the king of Yankees."
I
I, s-
second that because I see you, Madison Ice and Nicoletta and all these amazing, like all these Yankee careers at games. I'm like, how can you afford this? I seriously can't.
yeah,
But I love the passion.
it's super expensive. But around that time, I started laughing. I was like, "Oh, thank you," and I felt like 2015, like before I started everything, I didn't like taking pictures or videos or having pictures taken of me.
I was the
But I think
same way, actually. Pandemic, even before that. I swear.
so 2015, that's when I started taking a lot more pictures, maybe a couple of videos here and there. And I was like, wait, let me show my passion. So I was like, all right, let me just make an Instagram and show like any content. But that was way before I really got into the content, right?
Mhm.
So I put a couple of pictures and a video up, and then maybe 2016, that's when I was like, you know what? I think I should call it. I have to do something with King. So I started
Mhm.
playing around with the names. I was like, King of Yankees. It's not that great.
Mhm. It feels like it doesn't rhyme in a way.
So I was just playing with the name, and I came up with the King of Pinstripes. I was like, all right, that's the one. I'll put it up as my name, and that's when I started taking more pictures, more videos, and I'm like, you know what? I might be able to do something with it.
Mhm.
And then that's when I just nonstop taking pictures, videos, and I got better throughout the years. But at that moment, I think it was like sometime in 2016, I started playing around with the idea of a podcast.
Mhm.
But for me, I never liked my voice. I was never good at, talking on a microphone, especially
Mhm.
when
Yeah,
there's
I
like
think
a
I personally hate listening to my own voice.
yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
about you, but for
no.
me, like when I edit, I'm just like, I just want to pass through and just listen to the guest's voice rather than mine.
Yes, I same way when I edit, I'm like it's like something about it that I'm like I just
Yeah,
try to
I'm
edit
the
super
same way.
quick, very low, but it's like I never went with the idea until last year, right? That's when I really made like the podcast itself. I had I wanted to be with like to have my own partner. My original partner, something happened, and I was left alone, so I didn't go with the podcast, but I still had it, and I found my new partner in CK. I don't know if you've seen him on
Hmm.
Instagram. Like I love everything about him, his passion, his love for the Yankees. Someone that's trying to grow into like this content world, media
Hmm.
world. So I felt like he was like the right one because we both want the same thing.
Hmm.
So I was like, let me just go on this journey with him, and that's when we started doing the podcast. But my brand, I skipped this. It's someone named Anna. She's
Hmm.
the one that did my logo. with
Hmm.
like the crown, the baseball, and my sunglasses because everybody knows me for my pins, hat, and my sunglasses.
Yeah. I saw that earlier and I was like, this logo is amazing. Like when I was
Yeah,
looking through the stuff, and I was like, dang, I want this person to do my logo or something. It's so good.
yeah, she's super amazing. So pretty much made a brand of it. It's a still like it's a lot more to grow, right?
Hmm.
And I want to see if I could make more of it. Maybe I don't know, like merchandise and other stuff, but that's what it came up like 2015, 2016 and on it just started to take off, but it was somebody back in 2014 that called me the king of the Yankees.
And it is stuck.
Yeah, it
And
stuck,
didn't
made
you guys
something.
add Nicoletta to the podcast too, or something?
Yes. Then this year, early 26, which is only March, as I say, early 26.
Hmm.
Um, I wanted to change it up a little bit. I was like, who should I add? And then CK and I started talking about it. And then I told them I have someone in mind. And that's when he was like, yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. Because I feel like he knows me that well already.
Hmm.
And he was like, is it what I'm thinking of, who I'm thinking of? I was like, probably. He was like, Nicoletta. I was like, yeah.
Like
And
she's amazing. Like I know,
no,
she's gonna be on a podcast soon, so stay tuned. But she's so dedicated, like literally, like for the
yeah,
Yankees and content
yeah.
creation.
She's so young, but she's like way mature than, her age, right?
He is, yeah.
Super smart, has goals in life, right? I met her dad the other I think in January or February. I don't know. Life passes by so quick.
It
I
does. It's
think
crazy. I didn't expect it to be March already, and I'm like, gosh, time goes by quick. I don't understand.
no, it does. So early February, I met her dad in Pinstripe Pride.
Hmm.
It's like a big Yankee event,
Hmm.
and it's just so amazing. Like I love that bond between them.
Hmm.
Um, she's just amazing all around. Like just love everything about her. And we started 2 episodes, but right now we on pause at the moment. She went to spring training. I went to spring training. I'm trying to do a couple of things, right?
Hmm.
Like get probably endorsements or stuff like that. So
Hmm.
I've been busy with that, busy with work, but hopefully pretty soon we're gonna start it back up and have
I'm
some
sure.
guests.
Yeah. And the podcast is really good, by the way. I listened to some episodes. You guys have been doing a really good job on it, so I applaud you for that. And I'll also put in a show notes too for you guys if you want to check it out for Yankee stuff and whatever you guys have
Mhm.
out. But to wrap this up, so this is kind of like this is new. So I want you to finish this sentence. It can be your opinion. It's up to you. It could be different from others. But the question is, the next Yankees World Series happens when? When do you think it's gonna happen next?
Whew. Okay. When is gonna happen next? So, like I said, I'm stuck in the middle, but it was like a different vibe in spring training. So I'm gonna go with my gut feeling, right? I'm gonna go with my heart, and I'm gonna say we go to spring to the World Series this year.
Okay, I kind of had a feeling you were gonna say that actually.
I'm
I was
a
like, okay, this is how it's gonna go.
yes.
But I
That
literally, if the Dodgers make a World Series or the Yankees, I really wish I could see that matchup again.
uh same here. I really want the Yankees and Dodgers to run it back.
Or at least play each other, either one.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
So I think that's the best way to wrap up this episode. Thank you everyone for listening, and listening to a bunch of Yankees Dodgers stuff. I know a lot of Yankee fans out there. I'm not saying everyone hates Dodgers, and that's okay. You can hate whatever you want, and that's okay. But thank you everyone for listening. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much, Anthony, for coming on and talking with us today. It means so much.
Yeah. Thank you so much for everything, and I hope to have you on my podcast one day as well.
Yeah, like I would love to come on whenever you're ready. And it will be a pleasure of mine. And make sure to like, subscribe, and review everyone. I'll talk to you guys very soon.